right, we are back. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Channel 135 podcast. This is the show we talk about our favorite things in life, movies, TV series, and pop culture. My name's Cams, and we are part of the WesWes network. This podcast is brought to you by WesWesNet.com. Go check out our website. All our articles and links to the rest of our podcasts are on the network, including our sports podcast, the 135 Footy Show, and our rugby league podcast. Those guys are on fire right every week because of the Pacific Championships that just finished. Toa Samoa, Tonga, and the Kiwis being battling it out, while the Australians are away on holiday up in Northern Hemisphere. We don't need those guys back. It was pretty good having just the three teams that were playing this year. But yeah, go check out our rugby league podcast, the 135 Footy Show, on Spotify and on our sports YouTube channel, the WesWes Sports YouTube channel. So go check them out. This show is called the 135, the channel 135. We do movie reviews of the latest movies and the latest TV shows or TV series that are out. We do reviews of each episode. So we're doing the Tulsa King right now. If you're watching the Tulsa King season 3, go check that out on this feed. We're going to bring to you the latest episode of that on Thursday. We're going to record on Thursday. Eric's going to join me and Let's there. So yeah, can't wait for that. Yeah, man. So like and subscribe on this channel. This is the WesWes Movies and TV. So you'll find two of our podcasts. This one, the Channel 135, and our old school movie podcast, the Late Returns Film Review. So go check those out. Okay, man, I'm here with the brother Eric. He's a regular on the Channel 135.
What's up, man?
A movie lover like myself. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
That shark is pretty hardy.
Yeah. Lucky we've done it later in the day because it's cool in my room at the moment, so I'm pretty in a comfortable zone.
Yeah. Nah, man, it's pretty hot, but I'm glad you're here, man, because we are going to talk about the new Predator movie that came out last week on Thursday, Predator Badlands. And yeah, man, we went to watch that at VMAX 3D. It was a 3D version. We went to watch it on Saturday night. Saturday night,
yes.
Or Friday. Oh, it was on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, we're doing this podcast to review and react to Predator Badlands and whatnot. But first of all, before we get into that, man, we thought we'll just talk about the Predator franchise as a whole. And man, we're big fans of this franchise, man, ever since in the 80s when the first Predator movie came out with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Man, that was a long time ago, and one of the best action movies back then. But yeah, man, that movie introduced us to Predator, sparked the franchise, and we're just big fans of the genre, big fans of the franchise as well. So yeah, man, we had to talk before we jumped on the mic just to figure out what to talk about before we get into the review. But we thought we'll talk about like the Predator franchise and seeing we watched this movie, where does it fit in our list of top Predator movies? Like, I know for me, the first Predator is still number one, man. The Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator came out 88, I think it was 88.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree, bro. I agree. Just like you said.
That's still number one, man. That's still number one for me. If I was to take my top 5, give you my top 5, it would be Predator, the first one, number 1.
Yep.
Number 2, would have to be Prey.
Yes.
Prey is number 2.
Yep.
You know what? My number 3 is Predator 2, man. I like Predator 2. That didn't do well, in the box office and that.
No.
It got panned by the critics, but for me, I like that, I like the idea of Predator in the big city.
Yep,
and I like the idea of Predator taking down some gangsters in there, and in this case, it was the Jamaicans, and
the Colombians,
Jamaican gangs against the Colombian gangs, and that Predator is there. Yeah, so I like Predator 2. I'll put that as my number 3. And you know what? Number 4 would be this one right here, Predator Badlands. And that was a good movie, man. Predator Badlands is a good movie. It could have been number 3, but I thought that Prey was a little bit better. Prey was a little bit better movie than this one, even though this one was really good. I really love this one. So, so this Badlands, I give it 4. Was it a 4?
Yep. That's
Predator
right.
2 was 3. So 1 was Predator, 2 was Prey, 3 was Predator 2, 4 is this one, Badlands.
Yep.
And then I think Predators
Predators
was good. Predators was good. I like that one too, but I think that's 5. And then The Predator is probably my 6. And the last ones would be the bloody
Aliens versus Predator.
Aliens versus Predator shit. Bullshit.
That Predator, that's the giant Predator?
Yeah, the giant one.
Yeah, I wouldn't even rank. But yeah, that was shit.
That was shit, man. That was the worst of the worst, that one. And that's right next to the Aliens versus Predator movies. Which are worse. They shouldn't have made those. They should erase those out of the canon.
Yeah, I think they're
not part of the canon.
I think they're playing too, I'm sure.
I think the cartoon has been in that. I put the cartoon one. What was that one called? Predator.
The killers of killers.
Yeah, Killers of Killers.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
I put that after Badlands.
Badlands.
I'll put that better than the
Predators. Is it Predators? Because there's heaps of them. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. That's my ranking. So, Predator Badlands, the latest one, that's my number 5. Did I say 5? 5 or 4? Predator, Prey, Predator 2, and Badlands. So 4.
Badlands 4, and then Killers of Killers, and then Predators.
Killers of Killers, Predators, then The Predator, then the Aliens versus Predator movies.
Yeah.
So that's my order.
Okay, I think my one will be similar, except like my first will be the same, the second will be Prey, but I think my third now will be will be Killer of Killers. I think my third will be Killer of Killers, and then my fourth would be probably Predator 2. And then my fifth will be Badlands. And then the rest after that. In the same order that you had it. So yeah, oh hey, I can hear you again.
Oh, the Predators, then The Predator, then the Aliens versus Predator.
Yeah. So my first is Predator, the original. The second is Prey. And the third is Killer of Killers. Then Predator 2. So that's the fourth. And then Badlands is the fifth, and then the Predators, and then the Predator, and then the Aliens versus Predator. Yeah, so that'll be my list. Because I really enjoyed Killer of Killers. I thought that was amazing. I reckon if Prey was done, man, if it was done on the big screen first before, because you never how it came out. It came straight on the streaming app. But man, I'm sure if they got a chance at the big screen, it probably would have done even better. I don't know, but they would have probably toppled. I don't know. I don't think it could have toppled the Predator original, but yeah. No, I like Badlands, but
yeah, I like Badlands too. I'm just thinking now that I think of the movie Predators, the Robert Rodriguez treatment of the franchise. Like, I like the idea of those mercenaries that just pop out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was cool.
They're from different countries, different walks of life.
Yeah.
And they're like the killer of killers of their sort of where they're from, eh?
That's why I like the Killer of Killers, because it throws us into that kind of scenario again. I mean, I wouldn't mind putting Predators right next to it, but Badlands was also it was good and it was different. But we'll explain about that later.
And that's why I'm having trouble putting that anywhere, because Badlands is a different take on the Predator story.
Yeah.
We're not getting Predator, who's the bad guy. We're getting Predator, who's the star of the show, coming from his perspective, right? So,
No,
and that's
been
why it's
done
hard for
before.
me. Yeah, because when I think about Predators, that's a good movie too, man.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
I enjoyed that too.
And the way that I rank movies or how I enjoy it is that if you come home and you turn on the TV and it's on, will you continue watching it to the end, or will you turn it off, turn it over?
You know, one movie popped into my head when you said that, and I know you hate me saying this, but it will always be 10,000 BC.
What? Man,
Every time it comes on, man. I don't know why, but I like watching that movie.
Predators is a movie that I would watch.
Yeah.
If I turn on TV and it's on, whatever part it's on, I won't turn away. I'll watch it to the end.
Yeah. I think all of them I would watch till the end. Prey is one. Like I remember, I think my brother was watching it, and then I happened to be in the room, so I finished watching the rest of it. I can't take my eyes away from it.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's how. And it's hard for me because if I turn on TV and Predator Badlands was on, will I watch it to the end?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I would, man.
Nah.
I don't think I would, and I think I know why. There shouldn't. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna drop it there. I want to drop it down under Predators, because Predators is a fun movie too, man. Adrian Brody, you got multiple Predators in the movie. You know, you got the hunt. Like, yeah, it's just so appealing. Like that whole, and that's why Prey is good too. Prey takes us back to the Indians, and they're hunters and gatherers. So the one thing I liked about Prey was those Indians. They weren't afraid, man. They're gonna take on the Predator, no matter how scary it was, no matter how like the hell you can't even see him. He's got a cloaking device. You know, you don't understand technology because you're from there, but you're not scared to fight, eh?
Yeah, they had an understanding, like they saw it as like a demon warrior or something, but still they were like, nah, fuck that, I'm standing my ground.
Yeah,
So
man.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Like that's very warrior mentality. Eh?
Yeah,
and that's what I liked about Prey, just the fact that these Indians weren't scared. But yeah, that's another movie that I would probably watch. And you know why I say this? I say this because there's parts in movies where too much talking and the action stops. You know?
Yep.
And if you're watching and rewatching movies again, you don't really need these kind of scenes, you know? You don't really need them. And I think Badlands has a few scenes like that. So I would actually fast forward some of those scenes. But you know, when we get to the spoilers, I'm gonna say what scenes I really like. But yeah, man, I think it's hard for me to put Badlands in the spot 4 now. I think it drops to 5. But it doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It doesn't mean I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of movie. I like it. I really liked the movie. It was good, action packed. Yeah, it's not your typical Predator movie.
Yes.
Right? It stars Predators. It has Predators in it. It wasn't your typical thing. So it's hard for me to put it somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think like making the Predator the main character, I don't think the audience was ready for that. Well, especially the fans of the franchise. I don't think they were like for me, I was like, hey, what the fuck? Come on, man, go hunt some shit, man. What the hell? But yeah. So yeah, I don't think the audience was. I mean, the fans were expecting that. But it is one of the best Predator movies up there. The latest ones that's come out. Besides,
that's right. So 20th Century Fox have brought back the Predator franchise under a showrunner. So there's one man in charge of the Predator franchise now, and his name is Dan Trachtenberg. He started he started with the movie Prey, which was straight to streaming. It wasn't in the movies. It went straight to streaming. It's part of Hulu. If you're on Disney Plus, it's on Disney Plus, on the Hulu platform. Yeah, he's doing a great job, eh? Prey was a great movie.
Way up there, bro.
It should have been at the movie theaters. I thought it should have been at the
Yes.
movie theaters.
Me too.
He followed Prey with a cartoon called Killer of Killers, and that was great too. That's on Netflix if you want to go watch that. It's as an anthology, 3 stories.
Yeah. It was good
3
too.
separate stories that join together at the end.
Yep.
And then his third film, this one that's come out, Predator Badlands,
Yes.
which was shot in New Zealand.
It's just as good.
And yeah, man, it's just the third movie or third project under his watch. So Dan Trachtenberg proved to be a good writer. You can tell he loves Predator. He loves Predator like we do. He's a fan, and he and you can tell because he takes care of the character. He tries. It's great that he tries new stuff. This Badlands is something new we haven't seen before. Putting the Predator as a star of the show rather than the bad guy. Predator's always been the bad guy in all the movies. But it's an interesting take. But if I were to talk about we'll talk about this. We'll talk about it now. Like when you saw the trailer, the first trailer, and you sort of could tell what the movie's about. On the trailer, you had the Predator, a young Predator, like sort of being the star of the show, right? And one thing that was cool was the introduction of the Alien franchise in the form of Weyland Yutani. So
Yeah.
we just watched Alien Earth, and Weyland Yutani is a big part of it. And now we see the synth that they have in this film. So I think on Alien Earth we talked about, because we did reviews of that too. Alien
Yes.
Earth is about how these corporations are traveling the universe, trying to find biological information, or trying to find evidence to bring back home to study and sort of evolve the human race.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's the whole point
Extend.
of extend the human race, and to do that, they would send ships all over the universe to go to these planets to bring back some samples of aliens, and plant life and whatever, to find cures, to find medicines, to evolve the human race. That's the goal, and it's a similar goal to what the synth that you see in the trailer, part of Weyland Yutani is doing as well. So
Yeah.
And this is stuff that if you're a Predator fan and you saw the trailer, you put 2 and 2 together, right? So there was nothing new there, but yeah, man. But after seeing the trailer and seeing a bit about the star of the show is in fact the Predator, I was kind of like, oh, okay, this is different. Not used to this. Predator's always been the bad guy. I'm wondering if the story would be good. I was hoping the story was good, because I wasn't really convinced you could do that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ballsy of Dan Trachtenberg to give us this perspective that we've never seen before. It's ballsy, because if you saw the Predator on the trailer, he wasn't even convincing at all, eh? Like, you see him and he's too human.
Yeah.
He looked too human, and I thought, okay, how are they gonna do this? So I had my ifs about it after seeing the trailer. How about you?
Yeah. I felt the same. I felt even seeing the Predator, like with its tentacles or whatever, its hair tied up and stuff. I was
The
like,
dreads, the dreadlocks.
yeah,
and
the
that.
dreadlocks. He looked like a young tribe warrior, still learning how to get his shit together.
Mm.
And even that, like I didn't quite notice it, but you can kind of see he was a bit smaller too. So I was like, oh, true. And I was like, oh, how is that gonna work? Is he gonna start talking, and then we're gonna understand him, or he needs to interact with a character that, so the audience can understand his dialogue or whatever, subtitles and all. But just having the Predator as the main character, I was just hoping. I hope this guy doesn't talk too much, like hard out, starts getting emotional and shit. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. So I think the only time we see Predator talk is probably on Predators, eh? When they talk, there's multiple Predators they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
And at the end of Predator 2, when Danny Glover is in the spaceship,
Yeah.
and the Predators come and give him that old
pistol.
school pistol that's in Prey.
Yeah.
So it's
We
cool
actually-
that. Huh?
Yeah, and we actually see the owner of the pistol, eh?
Yeah,
So
that's
that was
right.
pretty cool.
So it's pretty cool that Dan Trachtenberg is connecting all the old movies.
Mm.
And there's that little cool scene at the end of Killer of Killers where we see Danny Glover's character, eh? In the cryogenic chamber with and Dutch next to him, eh?
Yeah, I think that's
in
where
cartoon
the
form. So
I think that's where the director's heading. He's trying to get us familiar again with the Predator, what the Predator is, and then now he's diving into these, like with Badlands, these other parts of the franchise. So yeah, it's a ballsy take, all right, and it's not half bad actually. It's pretty good. Actually, I enjoyed it a lot, eh? But
let's talk about that now. So expand on that because we saw the trailer, we had our ifs about it, and then when we watched the film, like how did you feel coming out of that movie and remembering what you thought coming into it? Did it take all your concerns away, or how did you feel after the film finished?
I actually felt it was a bit. It kind of reminded me of when I watched Speed. If you remember, like the Keanu Reeves movie Speed and the action pace. I mean, it wasn't as that good, but the pace of the action was like non-stop. Like you were just thrown into the frying pan into a boiling pot, and then chucked out again and tossed, and then under a rolling pin kind of thing. So it was like pretty much non-stop from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. That's how I felt. It was like that. It was like being chucked around and boiled and heated and all this and poked at. Didn't know where anything was coming from. It was just like unexpected. It was apart from the little boring parts that were in there as well. But yeah, that's what I got from after watching that movie. I was expecting, because I didn't think it would do that good, but when I thought about Prey and then I thought about this one, I thought, shit, Prey is still better. It's still because it keeps to the traditional what I'm used to as Predator being. This new movie, I'm not used to Predator being like this. So I was just like, it might take me a few turns to get used to. Probably watch it again. I might get used to it, but I'm still not quite with it. But it is a good movie. Fuck, it's mean. It's a mean movie.
Yeah, that just like you, man. That was my only concern going into the film. That I thought that they probably humanized Predator too much, being the star of the show, and he actually looks like more of a human. But he actually looked more of a human than the fresh
Predator. Yeah,
the actual Predator, right?
Even his brother looked more Predator than him.
His brother and his dad. Like we see those old Predators, like we saw them in Predator 2 when they came out of their cloaking device when they met Danny Glover in the ship, and then you see the old Predators in the Predators, eh?
Yeah,
the Predators, they were there too. So the different masks they have on like that, now we know they're part of a clan and all that kind of stuff. We get more of that clan insight into Predators, how they live in the killer of killers on their planet.
Yeah.
So we get more. So Dan Trachtenberg, he's creating a universe for the Predators. He's creating a lore. He's expanding on the Predator lore. In terms of like where they're from, and they're sort of getting into like their history, why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
The dynamics between families, like there's families, there's clans. In the cartoon, there's like a Coliseum type thing where the Predators are watching the games that are played in front of them, like in Rome, like the gladiators and stuff, eh? And you see the big boss with the long ass dreads come out in the cartoon. So that world is in the movie Badlands. So it's good to see that and that connection to the universe that Dan Trachtenberg is is creating for his for the franchise, which is pretty cool. I thought I liked the movie. My concerns was it's gonna be a different angle. Will I like it? Because like we said, I'm so used to Predator being the bad guy, so used to him hunting the star of the show, which is not the Predator. Predator's always been the bad guy. And then it's flipped, because now you got Predators and you got a Predator who's the star of the show. So we do have Predator villains, right? We do have Predator villains, but we got the main Predator, the Predator that we're following. And if you watch the trailer and you see that this Predator looks young, well, you're right, he is young. So that was my concern, that I wouldn't be used to it, just like yourself. But it was fine. It was actually fine. It was actually fine. There was no problems with that new perspective. I was fine with it. Maybe little bits and pieces that probably, played out too long. But man, the first 10 minutes of the movie, bro, fuck, that was intense, bro. The first 10 minutes, 15 minutes was fucking intense, man. I was like, shit, on the edge of my seat, man. I was like, whoa. And you talked about being thrown in the frying pan, being thrown in boiling water. Like, man, that was the first 15 minutes, bro.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, we're on sizzling right now.
I was hot, man, under the collar.
Bro.
I was hot under the collar, man. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, what the fuck, man? This is too much, man. I'm like, fuck, It's intense, bro. It's intense. That first 15 minutes is probably one of the best 15 minutes of any Predator movie that's out there. It might not be better than the raid on the first Predator movie.
Nah.
The raid on the gorilla camp, that was intense too.
Yeah.
But man,
that was good.
This first 15 minutes on Badlands, bro, it's up there with Rogue One when Darth Vader shows up at the end, man. It's like that, bro. Intense.
I think my eyes were watering, trying to keep my eyes cool. trying to visualize all the information going into my brain.
Yeah. So that's something to look forward to, man. The beginning of this one. And then it kind of slows down a bit. There's parts where, he has to battle. Predator has to battle. And then he goes on his hero's journey. It's a hero's journey film. And and that's the unique thing about this movie, man. You never see the Predator go on a hero's journey. That's you say that for Arnold Schwarzenegger or Danny Glover or Adrian Brody, bro. You don't do a hero's journey for the Predator, but you do in this movie, and I appreciate it. It's different. It worked well. The movie was good. There's parts I would fast forward, and there's parts that are like corny as well. I would say a little bit. It tries to be comedic as well.
Yeah.
It's funny as well. There's some funny parts too. Especially coming out of Predator. But
yeah, they try to be funny,
yeah.
It didn't work. I didn't think it did.
Yeah, but again, it's something different you never seen before. I guess going in, I didn't want it to suck. It didn't suck.
No.
But I was concerned with those things, man, making Predator too human. But I trust Dan, man. Dan made Prey. Prey was a badass movie. The cartoon Kill of Killers was badass. Badlands. Trust you, bro. Trust them, man. It's gonna be good. And bro, it was. It took those concerns out. So I'm happy with the film and what I saw.
Yeah. Going back to like how we were saying that we're not used to seeing Predator like this. I thought the same way of Alien. When we watched Alien and Earth, how we were used to the aliens being controlled. We always thought them as a primal, type of thing that just goes out and does kills and everything. So yeah, the director has taken these brave steps in different directions, and it's working though. It's working. So yeah, fuck the first 15 minutes, bro. Wow, holy shit.
Yeah,
set up for the rest of the movie really well.
Okay, shall we get into some spoilers?
Yo.
All right. Yeah, man. So now, if you haven't seen Predator Badlands, I suggest you stop this podcast right now. Go watch it. Come back, play this podcast, and listen to us. We're gonna break down and react and review Predator Badlands. Let's go. Right, bro. Man, I talked about the first 15 minutes, bro. And honest, bro, I was on the edge of my seat, man. I was like, it was so intense. Fuck, I had an experience in my chair, bro. I was having an experience in my chair. It's like I couldn't take the action that was happening in front of my eyes, man. Because I've never experienced that amount of action. And that action went hard, bro. It went hard. Eh? That was a hardcore fucking 0 to 100.
I was like, what the fuck, man?
So, Predator and his brother fighting, and then the dad comes, kills the brother, sends him to kill, man. What happens in the first 15 minutes, bro? And I'm like, damn. If this is the beginning of the movie, if the movie's gonna be like this all right through, fuck, I don't know if I can handle 2 hours of this, bro.
Yeah, hard on. That was like the pace of it. Eh? Even with the ship going through their plains, the desert and shit. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I was expecting, he'll probably jump out of a ship and have a talk. Nah, straight into it. Fucking straight into it, bro. I was like, holy shit.
Straight into it, bro. Yeah. And it was pretty cool seeing that the landscape. That's the same landscape we saw on Killers of Killers at the end.
Yeah.
When they're at the gladiator party in the desert. So this is where the Predators are from, or the Yautja. That's their name.
Yeah.
The Yautja. That's where they're from. Their planet.
What is it? Huh? Is it Yatani Prime or the name of the planet?
Yautja Prime.
Yautja Prime. Yo.
Yeah. So yeah, man. That's the thing, because the reason why, and this when we did the Predator movie on Late Returns Film Review, Simon made an interesting point. He said that here's an alien species that's hunting humans, Arnold Schwarzenegger and his men, with the latest technology, alien technology, laser guns, and all that kind of stuff. Extraterrestrial weapons.
Yep.
And Arnold and his crew, their guns don't have no effect. But at the end, Arnold has to use the primitive weapons. He's got no guns. He uses sticks and he sharpens them up. He sets traps. He uses the trees.
Yeah, he uses the environment.
Yeah, so he's back to using the primitive stuff like a caveman, or like a hunter. Eh?
Yeah, like an actual hunter.
Back in the days of no technology, right? And overall, he defeats the Predator that has all the latest technology. Right? So it's an interesting take on the primal aspect of hunting.
Yeah.
So it takes it back, and it happens again in Badlands. So
yes,
I know I know we're skipping, but at the end when the Predator, without his technology, he goes back to the places where he had to overcome the dangers of the planet, and he takes the needles from the plants to use as weapons. He takes the grass that is blades. The grass blades, he used those as weapons.
Using the environment.
He lost his laser gun on his shoulder holster. He lost that, so he uses the eel that spits those things. I don't know what they are, and those plants with the bombs.
Yeah.
He uses those. So yeah, just like what Arnold does in Predator 1, this Predator does it too, where he uses the land, uses what he's got in the environment.
Yeah, that was
his weapons.
That was one of I think that was my favorite scene you just said right there. All of that stuff that was happening with that Predator, that was such badass, bro. Fuck, that was mean.
Yeah. But man, how'd you feel about that? Let's go back to the start. How'd you feel about that first 15 minutes, man? Shit.
But as fast as it went, I was just like, holy shit. Like, okay. And I noticed too, like, he didn't have his he didn't have a cannon, he didn't have a cloak, like the invisible cloak. Like, I think his brother had it, eh? I don't know if the brother activated it, but yeah, he didn't have any of the stuff, so I knew straight away that he had to prove himself, like being in the tribe, and you prove yourself, then you get the acknowledgement. So it looked like it was the same type of thing here. He had to prove himself, then he can take the step up to gain his whatever he needs to get. But unknown to him, like, it looked like the father already decided for him to be like, nah, he's too small. He's too small, bro. He's too weak. And they say that a lot, eh? And like between the what do you call it? The yacha, they say it a lot. Weakness is like, man, it's no good. If you have weakness, then you gotta go or die or whatever. So, but I think the brother saw more in Deck. Yeah, Dex. You saw a lot more.
Yeah, the courage to. Oh, go back. I want to go to that. I want to get that trophy in the Predator. Nah, man, no one's ever got that trophy.
He's like
even
looking at him
even
like,
father's scared of getting that trophy.
Yeah, and he's like looking at him like, bro, what the fuck's wrong with you?
But I didn't know the reason, because that is the cascade. They can't die. It regenerates.
Bro, even that was crazy. When I saw that happening, I was like, holy fuck, you can't kill that thing. Until
that's why Weyland-Yutani wanted it, because they want that biology.
The regeneration
to regenerate human parts. I
think that's where it was heading. And then sell it at as a higher price as they can, for profit. Yeah. That's what it was all in Alien Earth, and I'm expecting the same thing. So yeah, the beginning of the movie, even though it was moving quick, we kind of understood the gist of it. Like, he pretty much wasn't wanted in his clan. The old man wanted him out, and the brother disagreed. A disagreement between father and son, so the dad kills the brother. Fuck, and he kills him in a brutal way too. Basically did a fatality on the dude. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah, sad, man.
Sad buzz.
That was sad, and that was brutal, and that's why I said the action went hard, eh? The action went hard in that first 15 minutes, bro.
The thing I noticed, before you carry on, the thing that I noticed a lot was the emotion and heart that the Predator, was showing. I was like, oh shit, this guy's got a lot of heart, and it especially shows on his face, especially the eyes. How sometimes when he's angry or whatever, his eyes go real tiny. It's like fucking scary. But when he's relaxed, his eyes looks like human eyes. I was like, oh, I don't like that. I like the Predator eyes better. But yeah, kind of noticed that. That was weird.
I want to ask you a question. And I just thought about it, man, because I think the reason why, for me, Predator Badlands drops to 5 on my list is because I think the first 15 minutes, the fight with his brother.
Yep.
The dad comes, the fight with the dad kills the brother, and Dex gets sent on the ship.
Yeah.
Up to that moment, I think from that whole scene, all those scenes, the hard out action scene, I think for me it carried the whole movie. Eh? I think it carried the whole movie, bro.
For me, it set up the movie in a good way. Like, I was keen to see more of it. I don't know. That's a hard one for me to say it carried the movie.
Because that was awesome, man. That's the most...
Yeah.
That action sequence, or both those action sequences, got me on the edge of my seat, bro. Like, literally, man. I was like, damn, I can't handle this. This is awesome.
The skills between those two Predators were absolutely... I haven't seen a Predator move like that ever. Even on Prey.
And the reason why I say it probably, for me, carried the whole movie is because I think I was still thinking about those scenes like halfway through the movie, man. And it sort of slows down, and then you see Dex fighting against the trees. Even though that was cool, he's fighting against trees, bro. And he's walking around trying to figure out how to get to the catalyst. He meets the synth that's half chopped in half, and he sort of gets tricked to go to a place where the catalyst is at, but it's just the place where Thea, the android, set him up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you could free her.
Yeah, and then the callus appears, and it's massive, and he fight. That was a cool scene. When he's fighting the callus for the first time, and when the head regenerates, that was like, oh, okay, this is why the predators have trouble killing this guy, because he can't be killed, right?
Yeah.
He just regenerates. So, yeah. But then, even with the other androids, because they're all androids, even the army of androids or synths, they all look the same. They look like white
Same
boys,
person.
like pretty boy white boys, like
NSYNC.
huh?
Boy band.
Or,
The boy band.
like NSYNC. They remind me of the. Do you remember the white boys on what's that movie with Dolph Lundgren of the alien? I come in peace at the end. You go in pieces.
Shit, yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, no, fuck,
Dark
I forgot
Angel.
the name of that. Yes.
Dark Angel.
Go in pieces.
Do you remember the bad guys in that? The gang?
Yeah.
There's those corporate guys, and they were called the white boys.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of got a similar thing. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, like, there was no human beings on this movie. That's the reason for it being restricted 13. I happened to come across a video, and because there was no blood being displayed, or human blood or whatever, it was eligible for a restricted 13 point of view. I was like, oh, okay. And then I kind of, when I at the end of the movie, I was like thinking to myself, there was not a single human being throughout the entire movie. I was like, oh, true. They were all synthetics and aliens.
Yeah, that's right. And the synthetic's blood will be white, and the predator's blood is highlighted green.
Yeah.
Highlighted green. That was cool. That thing he had when he took his blood and made it into a light.
Yeah.
Remember that part in the cave?
Yeah. I was like, holy shit.
And that was like every Predator movie. He has to give himself some first aid. So we see that again. Gives himself some first aid. His cut on his arm.
They take those injuries pretty seriously, yeah. All of them. All the Yacha.
Yeah.
It's like, shit. They get their little first aid kits out and they do their jobs before they attempt anything else.
This Yacha, Dex, he hasn't got all of his weapons because it gets stolen from those
From the trees.
Plant things, the trees things there. So, yeah. So, I think, go.
You know, with those trees, I was just wondering. I was wondering where they ended. I thought there would be like a central, like octopus. I was thinking Dex would get to the octopus part of the trees, but there was never a central part. It was just vines.
Even that octopus kind of thing in the trees, the one that tried to eat them.
Yeah, the one that was walking around there.
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
Yeah, no, all their parts while he was going through the planet, kind of reminded me of the Avatar. It's like, this is kind of how things walking around the planet and everything wants to eat them. It was basically the same thing, but there was a back shot they took on the planet, and they had, with the bat dinosaur thing flying around like a dragon, and you see it in the mountains, and stuck on the mountains was like a giant slug, and it was eating like a bug or something. Like everything on that scene wanted to eat something. I was like, holy shit! And this guy's got to go through that terrain.
Well, there was that scene similar to the scene on Prey. There was a scene on Prey where you see a mouse get eaten by a spider get eaten by a mouse.
And then somebody else eats the spider.
Yeah. And then the snake eats the rat.
Yeah, that's right.
And then
the
snake gets killed by the predator.
Yeah. And they're kind of the same ethics with the wolf.
Yeah, so that's interesting because the predators on the planet Earth to look for a prize, look for who's the best hunter on the planet.
Yeah, which is the callus.
He kills all those things. Not on the prey.
Oh.
When he goes to Earth.
Yeah, that's right. He's looking for his trophy.
He's looking for his trophy. The wolf is there. He has a thing with the wolf.
Yep. Beats
standoff with the wolf. And then the bear.
Yeah, fuck, that was crazy.
He gets the bear and then
fuck.
And then the humans but he can't kill the girl, the final girl at the end.
Yeah, like it's funny how he doesn't see her as a threat, and then at the end of the movie, she was the threat. So, man, her brother was the man. I couldn't believe his skills alone.
Yeah, he was good.
He had that guy in the bag, man. Without the cloak, that guy would have been finished.
So, yeah, I think it's as far as my favorite scenes go, first 15 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I think the first 15 minutes for me was good, and also that scene where you explaining him applying everything that he learned going through the terrain and using the environment as his own. Like he even had the mask like made out of bark or whatever attached to his face. Like I don't know. I think that's the yacha thing. They're like disguising themselves, but it looks really good, especially with the eel around his, circling his body, like a laser cannon that's alive. I thought that was cool. It's like whoa.
One thing that didn't work for me was the legs. There was the legs, that scene.
Oh, you mean the legs running around with the synthetic?
Running around,
looking for the synthetic.
Beating up all the other synths. Yeah, that didn't work for me.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird and kind of corny even.
Yeah, that character, Thea, she was interesting because she kind of had a big influence on Dex. Like, I think she changed his, whatever the yacha were, he's definitely not a yacha right now. I think he's thinking differently. Like, whatever their beliefs are, I think his beliefs now are totally different. And I think
that's right.
And Thea's a big influence on that. Like,
because a lot of the themes that are coming out here is trust and family.
Yeah, and hearts.
Huh?
There's a lot more hearts in this movie.
A lot more heart.
I was like, holy shit.
Again, it's something we don't see in Predator movies when it comes to the Predator. I mean, if you think about other than Predators, with S, Predator is alone. He's alone, and he comes to these planets alone, goes after that trophy alone. He dies alone. If he gets the trophy, he can go back home and celebrate. But it was talked about in the movie, it's Thea that says to him, use me as a tool. Otherwise, Predator will go on his own, Dex will go on his own. Like, when Dex teams up with somebody, like, where would he ever see Predator team up with someone in any of the other movies?
I mean, I guess we saw it on Aliens versus Predator with the Predator getting help with, I forgot the character's name, but she killed the alien, and then the Predator was like intrigued and gifted her with the alien's tail as a weapon, and then they go in and fight the queen. I thought that was pretty cool, but that was probably the only team up I've seen in Predator movies. I
can't remember because those movies suck.
Yeah, it was the one they went down and they went to the pyramid in Alaska or something, and apparently there was a queen, like in the old Aztec pyramid. Predator, they leave these pyramids around. Then they go to the pyramid, and it's like a challenge for them to get their respect from their tribe, from the Yacha. But yeah, it's the only other team up I remember.
Yeah, so when we talked about his Dan Trachtenberg breaking the rules of the Predator or showing us something new in the Predator world, like a lot of it's to do with the teachings from Fear. Like we saw before, like he teams up with her. We hardly see Predators team up with anyone when they're on the hunt. He does that, and at the end of it, he brings them to his dad. Thea's there, and the Callus as well.
Yeah,
the young one, and that's his crew now. He's got a crew. Of other aliens, if you count the synth as alien or the Callus as alien, his crew. So he's got his own clan, which are not Predators. And that's the scene where his mum shows up in the ship. So you wonder what that's all about. But yeah, man, he's a Predator breaking his own rules too.
Yeah. So his thing in their religion is, it's completely changed, and and you can see that he's really concerned that his mother's on her way. And there's, you know how there's ships coming through their background? It's kind of similar to the ships that were flying towards chasing you remember the pilot and the samurai.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to that.
Killers,
Yeah, they look similar. So it's like, oh, who's the mother? Hopefully it's not that long. The one with the dreadlocks. The aliens' tails for dreadlocks.
So it works, right? It wasn't that bad. It works. If you were to tell me that Predator's going to end up having a crew, a crew of aliens, you know, I would, what the fuck? Oh man, what the hell? This movie gonna suck, man. But nah, it didn't. It was different.
Yeah,
Gotta get used to it. You know, you gotta treat this as something new, and you gotta appreciate it for what it is. But yeah, it doesn't take away from any other Predator movies. When you watch a Predator movie, you get what you get, right?
Yeah.
You get all that stuff in this movie. The stuff that we're talking about the new shit. Yeah, it's in this movie. It's not like it's ruins the movie. It doesn't ruin the movie at all. But it's just hard to picture it because we've never seen a Predator like this before, right? Have friends.
Not only that, I've like, you know how they get their click. I don't know if they're supposed to. It gets handed down, but you know, Dix obviously takes the father's click.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the calyx eats the father's head off. He takes the clicky device, and then you know feels like, wow, you know Dex the blah 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 warrior, and you can see it on Dex's face. He's like really, like, yeah, I'm the man. I was like, oh, man, crack up, dude. So yeah, no, this Predator's definitely different. I can't wait to see him in the next, you know, whatever other feature he ends up in. But yeah, it looks, he's a bit of a crack up. But with a little crew here, that's like, what the? Even the baby Calic, there was a. I knew it was the kid as soon as the monster got close up to the Dix, the giant Calyx. As soon as his eyes popped over and he started sniffing him, and then during its battle, and then they realized, hey, it's it's part of my tribe, because the little one spat on him.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, that was the baby. And I was like, damn, that giant thing. I was like, fuck, unstoppable force, bro. It's like probably the out of it alien I've ever seen in that universe.
There's a few parts I thought, the boring parts, the parts you can fast forward. The camping scene, and even in the truck when they're going and Predator's tied up on the bed. He's locked down on the bed, and Fia's locked up, and
yes,
and Tessa's talking to her and doing back and forth, trying to explain the movie again. There's ones, eh?
Yeah, I think
explaining the movie.
I think the directors these days find that the audience can't figure out movies for themselves, so
yeah,
they have to give out the plot here and there.
So those are my two things that I thought didn't work for me. The legs running around. Yeah, those two scenes of the plot device stuff, explaining what's going on. Because he didn't have to explain to me again that the baby was the Kalisk baby. Eh.
They didn't even know there was a Kalisk baby. The synthetic say, was it Teresa? She didn't even know there was a Kalisk baby. Yeah. So that's one of the things that didn't work for me, was the baby. I was like, I thought that was too easy. Like, you know, to make a baby character and then spit on Dix, and then that saves his life. Okay, I would have wanted it, you know, for the Kalisk to beat the shit out of Dix to the point where he's almost dead. But he finds a way. I think they kind of made it a bit too easy there, but you know, again, it works. When you come to the end of wrapping up the movie at the end, it all came together nicely. Yeah.
Sweet, man. Any other scenes you enjoyed?
Man, apart from the shots, like, I'm always a big fan of the CGI, and man, I wonder if it was the guys at Weta, that did all that, because it was fucking mean. The special effects with Dix's face was on. like his whole mouth and shit when he's talking and crap. I was like,
Mm.
damn. And man, he talked a lot. Fuck, I was like, shut up, Cam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mind her because she was a synthetic, right? And
Yeah.
apparently her sensitivity dial was dialed up. So she was like super sensitive,
Mm.
talking about how she was like, oh, this and that with the planet and stuff. I was like, fuck, yeah, you can shut up too. But yeah, no. I would have rather Dex do more hunting and beating up than talking.
Mm.
But yeah. I think that's everything, eh? I can't think of anything else that's special in that movie. There might be something we've missed, but no, all in all.
Yeah, I didn't expect what I saw.
Yeah.
Again, go back to that first 50 minutes, man. That was, for me, honestly, I think that carried the movie for me.
Yeah.
Even the hunting of those NSYNC soldiers at the end.
I actually enjoyed that.
Did you enjoy it? Yeah. I enjoyed
like
when Tessa came out and was fighting the Callus. That was cool.
I like the part where she was in the. Yeah, I forgot about that. I like the. It reminded me of Aliens. When Ridley was inside that robot machine.
Yeah.
The labor. Yeah, that. But it was like an extra large. So you can obviously tell this is like sitting there, like in the future that we don't even know about. But yeah, I like that scene. That was cool. It kind of reminded me of Aliens. So, oh, mean.
Sweet, bro. We come to the segment where we give it out of 10.
Yeah, I think
you rate it out of 10.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep what I said the night after we left. I think I'll keep it at an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Why didn't it make 9?
Like for me, like I was saying earlier, I'm not used to this kind of Predator yet. He's too human. And he needs to shut the fuck up and hunt. But yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not used to this kind of Predator. Maybe there's some other big things for this kind of Predator in the future. I don't know what that is. Like, it's good to know. It's good not to know, because then it's more of a surprise when you do see it. So I guess that's a good thing. But that's probably one of the reasons. There's some things in there that didn't work for me in the movie as well. I guess the score could have been a realistic 6 or 7 maybe, but I give it an 8 because I really enjoyed it. I had much fun with it. From what I can remember from Speed, kind of similar, but yeah, I think after Speed I actually was Keanu Reeves that saved the day. And I was absolutely tired, but in this one I was alright.
Yeah.
If that's a good way of explaining it.
Yeah, man. I'm same as you, man. Except I would give it out of 10 a hard 7.
Ooh, true.
I'd give it a hard 7.
Alright.
And I think it's a 7 because it's a straight 7 because of that first 15 minutes, bro. I know I always talk about it, but man, that was so intense. We should do our top 10 ranking of the most intense scenes in movies, eh?
Yeah, true. We should do that one day.
Do a top 10 most intense movie scenes. Yeah, man, that first 10 did it for me. Carried the movie for me. And like yourself, I wasn't used to Predator, this angle of a Predator, the story. Predator being the main hero. And not used to that, but it didn't ruin the movie. It wasn't anything bad. It was just different. And yeah, we had to get used to it. Have to get used to this. I'm just thinking about Killers of Killers, and those Predators are pretty badass, man, on Killers of Killers. Right. The Predator in the spaceship in the last story.
The first one?
Fighting the ninjas. Damn.
Yeah, he was mean.
He was a mean Predator. He's
probably the same. The one that was fighting the samurais was probably the same caliber as Dex and his brother. He was so skillful. But the first Predator was just, bro, that was like Thor.
Yeah.
Fucking Thor Predator. God damn.
Yeah, man. So it made me miss those kind of Predators.
Yeah, huh?
It made me miss those Predators.
Did we get this human Predator?
We get this human Predator. But man, we're not saying anything wrong with it. It is what it is.
No.
It didn't ruin the movie. It was a good movie. But yeah, just gotta get to. But it gives me a hard 7, man. Compared to all the other Predator movies, you gotta get used to this one.
Did you feel this Predator gave? There was a lot of money over this Predator too, eh? Like there was a lot of. How would you say it? Like you can feel like he's like a warrior type thing.
Especially at the end when he killed his dad. Eh?
Yeah. Obvious. That was the obvious one, but especially in the forest, like when he was battling all that shit, and especially after the synthetics, there was like a warrior thing about him that I was like, whoa, kind of reminded me of Chief of Warrior. I mean, yeah, Chief of War. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, had the same kind of buzz. Maybe it's because the actor. I don't know.
We watched it in 3D, and I thought that was alright. Yeah, the 3D wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
It was pretty dark in some scenes, eh? Some scenes pretty dark, I thought.
Yeah, I felt that the 3D thing didn't work for it. It didn't do much for it. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, I felt like the 3D didn't work for this movie. It worked for flipping Tron, but Tron was a shit movie. But the 3D worked mean for it. For this case, I didn't think the 3D worked well for the movie. I think you'll probably get it, even though just as the same experience on the normal screen, but if you go watch it at IMAX or whatever, probably be better. But yeah, I don't think the 3D is worth it on this particular movie.
It had a budget of $105 million, and at this moment, box office, it's earned $79.3 million.
What was it? Well, how much is it?
105 was the budget.
And it's made 79 million.
Yeah.
It's only been out a week, eh?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's looking good so far. If it doesn't get any higher, oh man. No, it should reach it easy.
And shout outs to Demetrius Schuster Kolomatangi, who played Dix on the movie. He's an actor. He comes from my family. Shout outs to George Clan, where he's from.
True.
But yeah, man, he's on. I first saw him when he acted in The Panthers, that New Zealand series about the Polynesian Panthers. Yeah, he's on that. Yeah, but yeah, he's the guy under the mask. You never see his face in the film, obviously. But yeah, man, it's good. It's a good gig to have, and he's going around promoting the film. So, yep.
Hey,
good on you.
Oh man.
Sweet bro, that's it for another Channel 135. Thanks for jumping on, man. Enjoy the movie. Enjoy talking about movies with you, bro. Yeah, man, we'll do this again. The Running Man starts this week. Maybe that's the next one to review. We'll watch the Running Man. Yeah, man.
Interested in that.
Yeah, man, we'll be back for more reviews, movie reviews. And don't forget to catch us this week. We're going to do Tulsa King episode 7. Dropped last week. And we're going to do Pluribus, I think. Hey, we're going to do Pluribus. Another Out of It TV series. Oh, Landman starts soon too. Landman starts soon. I think next week, Landman season 2.
Yeah.
So a whole lot to talk about on Channel 135, man.
That Pluribus, bro. I just finished watching the first episode. What the fuck?
We'll watch the second episode so we can talk about it.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Sweet. Have a good night, bro. See you next time.
You too, man. Till the next time.